Hi, I'm Josh Goldman, Senior Editor for CNET Reviews, and this is a look at the Nikon Coolpix S8100. It's a compact mega zoom featuring a 10x zoom lens. Goes from a fairly wide angle 30 millimeters out to 300 millimeters. There's a 3-inch LCD on back, and inside is a 12 megapixel CMOS sensor. Now that sensor is what separates it from its line mate, the S8000, which has just a regular CCD sensor. Now that sensor allows it to do a couple of things. For one, it improves low light photo quality, and it also allows for faster shooting performance. Now, most cameras that use this type of sensor feature multi-shot modes, where it takes a bunch of shots at once and then piles them up to do things such as remove noise or handshake in night scenes, or to give a broader dynamic range. This camera includes both of those options. And Nikon also uses the high-speed sensor for a burst mode capable of shooting at 5 frames in about a second with just a single press of the shutter release. Along with that burst mode, there's a few others that do things like shoot 1 megapixel photos at up to 120 frames per second, and also capture small, high-speed, slow-motion videos. The rest of the camera's performance is pretty fast for its class as well. It starts up quickly, and there's very low shutter lag. And for those that like to get a little more creative with their photos, Nikon throws in its creative controls, which is a slider that lets you adjust things such as vividness and hue. Unfortunately, they don't have a manual mode, so there is no control over shutter speed or aperture with this camera. As for photo quality, the S8100 is very good for its class. It actually performs pretty well right up to ISO 800, so its low light photos are good. And while one of its key features is its 1080p video mode, those videos only look good as long as you're not panning the camera, otherwise you end up with a lot of judder. Also, while the zoom is available while shooting videos, you will hear it picked up by the stereo mics on top, and the same goes for its autofocus system. In the end, as long as you're not picking up this camera solely for its video quality, it's a very good compact mega zoom, certainly worth considering. I'm Josh Goldman, and that's a look at the Nikon Coolpix S8100.